this question. So in this question it's been asked that a salt has the following percentage composition, and the percentage composition given is aluminium 10.50 percentage, potassium 15.1 percentage, sulfur is 24.8 percentage, and the remaining is oxygen. So we have to calculate the empirical formula of the salt. Okay, we have to calculate the empirical formula of the salt, and the atomic weights of the aluminium, potassium, sulfur and oxygen is given. Okay, so whenever it comes to the calculate empirical or molecular formula, we'll start with the table. So first part of the table is element, second is percentage composition, third is atomic weight, fourth is relative number of atoms, then it comes the simplest or simple ratio. Okay, so I'll go with simplest ratio. Okay, so how many elements are given? So given 1 2 3 4, which is aluminium, potassium, sulfur and oxygen. Okay, is the percentage composition given? Yes sir, aluminium is 10.50, so potassium is 15.1 and sulfur is 24.8. What about the oxygen? So they said after this whatever remains is the oxygen. Okay, so when I subtract 10.50, 15.1 and 24.8 out of 100, I get the answer is equals to 49.6. okay, so the percentage of composition of the oxygen is 49.6 percentage. Okay, is the atomic weights given? Yes, the atomic weight is given. Aluminium is 27, potassium is 39, sulfur is 32, sulfur is 32 and oxygen is 16. Okay, perfect. Now how do we calculate the relative number of atoms? So it's very simple. We have to divide the percentage composition by atomic weight and we'll get the answer for the relative number of atoms. So we'll divide 10.50 with 27, we'll divide 15.1 by 39, we'll divide 24.8 by 32 and we'll divide 49.6 by 16. Okay, so when you divide 10.50 by 27, you get the answer is equal to 0.388. When you divide 15.1 by 39, you will get the answer is equal to 0.387. Now when you divide 24.8 by 32, you get the answer is equals to 0.775, and at the end when you divide the 49.6 by 16, you get the answer is equals to 3.1. now once you calculate the relative number of atoms, the next part is to find the smallest digit. Okay, smallest number from the all. So the smallest number over here is 0.387. so when you divide so now you have to divide all the related number of atoms by 0.387. So first we'll go with the 0.388 by 0.387. Then we'll go for the 0.387 by 0.387. Then we'll divide 0.775 by 0.387, and then at the end we'll go for the 3.1 by 0.387. now when you divide 0.388 by 0.387, you get the answer is equals to 1. 0.387 by 0.387 is also 1. When you divide 0.775 by 0.387, you get the answer is equals to 2. And when you divide 3.1 by 0.387, you get the answer is equals to 8. Okay, you get the answer is equals to 8. Perfect. Okay, now next part. Now as these all numbers are the simple whole number ratio, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in a empirical formula. Okay, so aluminium is to potassium is to sulfur is to oxygen is equals to 1 is to 1 is to 2 is to 8. Okay, 1 is to 1 is to 2 is to 8. That means my empirical formula would be equal to empirical formula will be equal to AlKS2O8. Okay, AlKS2O8. Okay, now here we can stop, but those who knows and those who doesn't know, now onward you should know that this is nothing but the empirical formula of the potash alum, or we can say aluminum potassium sulfate. Okay, and sulfate is always in the form of SO4. So this is nothing but AlKSO4 twice. Okay, carefully if you see, it has 2O8. Okay, 2 ones are 2 and 4 twos are 8. Okay, so it AlKSO4 twice. That is nothing but the potash alum. Okay, it's a alum. So it is a dehydrated potassium aluminum sulfate. Okay, so you can stop over here, but if you know, you can go over here as well. So this is nothing but the potash alum. I hope you understood this question, but still, if you have any doubt, as usual, you can comment your doubt in the comment section and we'll make a dedicated video towards your doubt. Till then, keep on studying.